Mic on.
Everything is working. Camera good. Looks like mic is picking up. Alright, cool. Yeah, looks like everything is rolling good. Alright. Back into this over here. We were looking at some gems, or not gems, but jewels. I don't know why I pressed that. I want to go here. I want to look at these jewels. And attack, crossbows, attack speed, attack damage. So many crossbow things. Crossbows. Quarterstaff damage. Attack speed with quarterstaffs. Set attack speed with quarterstaffs. That's lightning damage on it too. Alright, that's not all that great. Okay. What's up? Okay. Okay, you have to unplug it, honey. It's relatively thick and durable, but it does come apart, so just be careful.
No, but earlier Jaden dropped it and it dropped on the couch, but it messed that all set. He put like the green balls. Shattered.
Yeah, eventually it'll put itself back together. Can you turn the light off, hon? Thank you. Good night. Alright. Anywho. Let's get our trade window back up that we were working on. So this right here. So we have attack speed and attack speed with quarterstaffs. And then I wonder if we can get lightning damage on it. Is there an attribute? Is there percent to all attributes one? No. Is it on there at all for any of them? No. At least not for this one. Divine. Holy crap. I don't know why you would ever play that many divine for something that, like, it's two different ones, quarterstaffs and crossbows. That seems dumb. Let's just go straight exalted orb. There's plenty of those. 4 is definitely the highest on both of those. If I were to go divine, though, let's see. Just to ensure that the attack speed is 4 is the highest. Attack speed is 4 is the highest, yeah. Hmm. I don't think that lightning damage would be worth... Like, lightning damage is good damage, for sure. Like 1,000%. I want speed. But I think the only two things I can... Is skill speed a thing? Nope, that's not a thing that exists on Jewel. What else could we get? Just to, like, our goal here is to just get faster attack speed. And having these two is definitely worth the point. I don't think there's anything else, though, I can put on there that would just increase... Can I put a Herald on it? Oh, you can. Okay, the Herald one's not bad. You get 20% increased evasion rating. That's good too. Just getting ideas. I'm definitely never gonna play 10 Divine for anything like that. I don't have 10 Divine. No? Okay. Well, apparently, obviously, that setup is highly popular. Like, why wouldn't that be highly popular, right? How about evasion? Is it not evasion rating? Yes, throw this on a divine orb and see. Nope. That has to be the wrong one. No, is it... Evasion... Percent increase to the evasion rating? I know it exists, damn it, I just saw it. It's percent increase evasion rating. Percent increase evasion rating. I don't get why there's two of them. Yeah. That's confusing shit right there. I'm not gonna lie. And then let's go back to Exalted Orbs. Corrupted. Damage with bows. Bows is freaking everywhere. Projectile speed. That's a lot of freaking things for that. And if the crazy thing is, if I just take this off, like, getting the other two for the attack speed is significantly cheaper. Because, like, the evasion rate would be nice, for sure. 100% it'd be nice. Attack speed with quarterstaffs, attack speed, projectile damage. Damage with bows. More bows. Crossbow. question is like, what do we go after? Because I want the speed. Ultimately, is what I'm trying to aim for, and I think that with me changing up the things I just changed up in my talent tree a little bit, like putting a point into a jewel socket, which is 1 point away from my or 1 point offset from it. Like that's getting 8% increased attack speed is pretty good. I just gotta find something that's not like that's useful and not Giga Mark skills. I think, and my charge staff, I believe, acts as a projectile. I believe it actually gets affected by that. Doesn't exactly say it's a projectile though. If it doesn't exactly say it's a projectile, I don't think I should buy something that says projectile on it, you know? Everything says projectile on it. Like, I guess I could buy this one for 40. It says projectile damage on it, which at least it's like, I think the capped version of it. Yeah, it is. And then I could roll something else on it. Damage with crossbows. Evasion. Damage with bows. Yeah, if we put evasion on it, then we get back to those kind of giga expensive ones, right? It's not that I can't buy this either. Like, I have the exalts to buy. It is just, should I spend the exalts on this? Because that locks in using this as a capstone. Kind of want to. I mean, I'm not inflicting a crap... Like, I inflict shocks. It's just not a constant thing, though. This is why decisions so hard to make in this game. Cause like that's a heavy commit. 150. I feel like it's a heavy commit anyway. But this evasion rating would also contribute to my armor. Or should. And this kind of gives you like 3 passive nodes in one almost. I can go with the budget of 1, but this would just be kind of a burn because like it would, like it's good because it gives you these 3. But this one right here is just completely useless for Monk in general, right? Because it's a bow. So I can spend double the amount to get something that's not useless. I don't think that this is something I should spend a divine on either, because it's an attempt at changing up the build just a little bit, right? So maybe we just take off the evasion rating. Because see, without all of those on it, I get down to like 10 exalted orbs just to get the 2 things I mainly want. This one's only... I'm just going to buy this one. It's 10. If the guy lets me buy it anyway. Oh, I need to open the Overwolf application. Launch, damn it. This is the one I just, like, did, right? Why did it pop up on this screen? Different. Alright, well this other guy might not reply. Attack speed, projectile damage. Screw it. Let's just do this one. We get the 12. We get 3 really good ones on there. The 4th one just kind of crap, maybe. It's against rares. I guess let's look at the other 60 ones real quick. kind of burning a little bit of Exalted Orbs, but I want the attack speed. I want to get above that 7 anyway right now. Alright, so if that's what we're doing, we are going to pick up this socket right here. And then I want to see this as it goes up, if I can. It's not Charge Staff. I don't know why I opened that up. It's Tempest Flurry. 699. $725. I would say that that's a win. And then... Oh, I don't have the armor thing on. Oh yeah, I changed to Unbound. How much is it just for that by itself? I get a whole 1% for it. The evasion rating on that really isn't probably all that great then. Seems a little inflated. Whatever. We spent it. I spent the money on it. Or the currency, I guess. This one's kind of glowing too. Why is it glowing? Okay, we're getting a little faster, slowly but surely. We have one additional point too. I would like to get this node if possible, just because gain 5% of lightning damage is extra cold damage. Extra anything is normally really, really good. It says 5% of lightning damage, so I actually think this one's technically better because it gained 5% of damage as extra cold damage. I could throw the 1 point back in there. I don't really think there's any other 1 point banger to really grab. Because these are 8. Which would mean 190, but doesn't actually... 190 wouldn't help me with this or my hands. Getting more dex would increase my attack speed by a good chunk too. If I could get a decent chunk more dex anyway. What is it? I'd have to get like 18 more to reach the next breakpoint for that. Damn it. It's actually kind of hard to see unless... Yeah, I think it's just a star down here. Oh, what's this? Oh. Alright, well... Let's just, let's throw it in probably our defensive kit. I can put it right here in skill speed, but I feel like skill speed doesn't give you a ton, when you do this. 7.25. Okay, that time it did. Hmm. So is it like attack speed gives you that base amount of speed, and then skill speed gives you a percentage based off that? So skill speed's good once you get enough attack speed? So I like how that crap works, because I have no idea. I need a Giga Monk back, so he can tell me. Speed. I am speed. Okay, those aren't actually speed. It says faster, though. %7 increased attributes. Like, that's huge. I don't do chaos damage, though. I know a lot of people take this. Just for the 7% attributes on it. Huh. Alright. Let's go do something. We have gained another attack per. They're not super fast. We'll get there though. Alright, let's look at the map real quick, see where we're at. Right here. We can go do a boss and a breach. We can also do a mirror and a boss. So let's go and get a stone, get it set up. Do I have any that has like some pre-distinguished modifier? 92% rarity, 34% increase. Okay, that's pretty good stone so far. And then can I? Nope, that is buffed up to its max. Can you? I'll just use that for now. I'm not gonna buff it with like a delirium. Let's do this one. Blooming Fields. There is something I messed up, but it really shouldn't affect us too much at the moment, but it is a lot of damage, and that's, I took my electrocution away, but I still have the skills inside my charge staff for it, which I definitely can get more damage out of my charge staff by changing those. Okay. I'm gonna fill up this no problem real quick. Even with not electrocuting things, we are doing pretty good. Tap, tap, tap. Let's go finish cleaning this. Checkpoint. Sure, let's go kill the boss real quick. This guy's not too bad, and I'm gonna jinx myself and I'm gonna die. Like, instantly, watch. I'm only saying that because it is bound to happen at some point.
No escape. Get back here.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay. I electrocuted him? Huh. Well, I don't have any electrocution build-up, but I still managed to electrocute him, which is kind of neat. That doesn't generate as nearly as much, but it's still there. It's a whole crap ton of yellow, though.
I carry few possessions, and I don't have room for that.
Why did I pick up a blue? It was like a lot of effort just to get one more thing to go with me, but...
I have no room for that.
Alright. So we still technically electrocuted stuff.
Hello.
Time is not on our side.
There we go. We already got a 15 back. Nice. And then... we electrocuted, but I don't think that that's going to be the gameplay, because since we're not amping up our electrocution buildup, it doesn't actually help us to have either one of these to that extent anyway. But I do think that there are some things that we could definitely have that would increase our damage. Let's go to our skills real quick. None of those. No. No. Where did I put it then? Less cost, 25% as extra lightning damage. Yeah, it's really good to have there. Did I put it in the bell? No. I know this also goes into, or I can put that into the charge staff as well, but that's not what I'm actually looking for, and I'm missing something in Herald as well. This one, Ice Bite, only makes me wonder because I'm like, do I lose damage by converting this? Because it doesn't say extra damage. It says I gain attacks gain 35% of damage as cold damage for 3 seconds. That's what's generating my shock. Where is that ability, though? Oh, there it is. Deals 12% more elemental damage for each skill used recently of a different element type. Well, damn. What else can I put in this? Now I'm just curious as what I had in it previously. Skilled gems. More damage. We could look into it and see if there's anything we didn't put on it. With charge staff, electrocute. Okay, those are both very lame. Is there one for... This right here let me actually put it in there, but I don't think it actually does what I want it to do in there. Considered casting. 'Cause I think I have that on something. Yeah, because see, it says you can use it with charged staff. It's gonna change up again. Okay, so let's see. 58, 48. Yeah, 58, 48. It doesn't change it. Which spell hits? Use raw magic to destroy your enemies' attacks or not spells. Yeah, I don't know why this is usable on this spell or on this thing then. I mean, oh, I guess I can't put that on charge staff. That'd be kind of neat if we could. I need to go skill gems. This one can. Stun while
Charge
using
complete.
support skill. Energy shield recharge. I don't know why you would want that on it. None of those are capable of being used on charge staff at all. So yeah, I don't actually have anything that does that. I guess I can still just put this one on it. Like, it's not damage, it's just a kind of a CC. And flicker we're missing as well. Alright, let's go kill some stuff. We'll think about it more when we go back to empty our bags again. There's a movement penalty one. Maybe if I put that on this, it'll help me move faster.
No escape! I carry few possessions, and I don't have
Really?
need for that. Fate is on my side. Relentless assault! I remember that.
Alright, now I need to go back, because I can't even pick up the weight stone. Chuck. One of these things, just get that thing. You know, I don't use them at all.
Greetings.
Stones. Alright, and then let's take a second to try to see if we can't find, what is it, skills, skilled gemstones, yeah, movement penalty, no, we can't use it for charge staff. What else could we do for this? More attack speed. Costs less. Does more lightning damage. I mean, that boosts it up. That's lightning anyway. 6604. $10,483. Is that better than what we gain or lose from over here? I think it kind of breaks even, but like obviously this would hit more things. I kind of just want to sit there and like buy all of the skills just so I can sit there and go through all of them and figure out like what I have, what I don't have, or what I can use and what I can't use, or what I can and cannot use for each individual skill, since it doesn't really have a way to tell you, which is what's super annoying. Because if I were to go to Tempest, Final Strike of Sport of Steel can be performed twice in succession. Where's the physical... Where's the physical damage one that I had? Oh, it's right there. Heft. Sports skill has 30% more maximum physical damage. I feel like there was another one that was physical damage increase. Oh. Alright, let's go finish the map. Come over here, we'll finish the map. And then we can try doing that and set ourselves up just to kind of buy the majority of the skills so that we can know what we actually can utilize. Because I feel like that's a miss.
Fury unleashed! I carry few possessions. And I don't
Wow, already? Damn it.
I must maintain a fine balance. Fury unleashed!
It's just always kind of what it sounds like. Alright, the bags are completely full again.
Speed.
I mean, for me, I'm not going to change my belt, but somebody might want it.
Time is not on our side.
Oh, I thought I already had this one, if I'm being honest. Like, I already knew exactly what it did. Maybe I sold it before I got my collection tab. And waystones, even more 15s, which are beautiful. We'll take all the 15 stones we can. And some baby stones. I hate like walls like this where like partially, or it looks like you should be able to walk over it, but you can't. Nope. We'll leave our breaches down this way. There it is.
No escape! Meet the dreamer!
enough bad guys. Trying to get to the other side of the breach just so I can get more stuff. Let's go ahead and grab those just because we're gonna buy every freaking skill thinger that we can because I'm tired of not knowing what can go in what. There we go. Breach tablet too. Not bad. Not bad. Exalted.
The dreamer provides.
Is that it? Feel like that was it. Map is completed. There's 8 monsters in total that remain in this map, so I think we're good to just bug it. And once again, another map where I never used Unbound.
Go on. Dying is not on our side.
Alright, this one to put those in there. Waystones. It's 10 maps contain breaches too, that's pretty huge. What do these sell for? Not a ton. Getting close to being able to do Breach Pinnacle Boss again. Alright, wrong button. Okay, so we want to pretty much grab all of these things. And then I mean, I have a pretty decent idea of what I've heard or seen, and now I just want to kind of go in and buy anything that I don't just have. So that's, but I want to buy something, I want to buy stuff that's like usable to the skills that I have, even though like sometimes there's interactions of things that I don't actually know. And so like here it says supported skills have 25% more cast speed, and it says supported spells. I don't do spells, so I don't think I'm going to do that. So I'm not just going to purchase all of them individually. I feel like I should at least try to do it against, like ambush here. Why not? Supported skills have 100% more critical hit chance against enemies that are on full life. I pretty much one-tap everything, so if I have 100% more critical hit chance against enemies at full life, that's not a bad thing. But I can't use it on charge staff. See, so that's where it kind of like is a kicker. Out of all of these things, charge shockwave, flicker. That's not actually, it's not horrible for flicker because flicker bounces around and it's hitting a whole bunch of things at full life, so it's not bad for flicker. Did I had something, yeah, I have a spot for flicker, so let's go ahead and throw that in there real quick, just because. Alright, so we got ambush. This is useless because it's just for crossbows. Bloodlust. Supported skills do 30% more melee physical damage against bleeding enemies. Supported attacks cannot bleed. I don't bleed targets. Poison from supported skill also adds 200% of damage per second to enemy as plague, up to a maximum of 10% of the enemy's maximum life. I don't poison. I don't poison with the build I currently have, anyway. I believe I actually used this on my ranger for a little bit. 20% chance to gain an endurance charge when supported. Skill fully breaks armor. Skill deals 35% more physical damage. Supported skill deals no chaos damage. Supported skill deals no elemental damage. Okay. So, the first two of that, like, 35% more physical, cool. No chaos damage, don't do it anyway. Elemental damage, though, that kills the whole build. I'm actually actively using this one on my bell. Final strike of supported skill can be performed twice in succession. Crescendo, I actually see this on it. And I'm wondering, because, like, Tempest Flurry does, like, a lightning slam on the ground. Like a small one where it, like, has a bolt of lightning hit the ground. So this would let you do that twice. I don't actually know if that's good. But I don't have it, so we're gonna throw that on there anyway. And yeah, it's literally only Tempest Flurry that can use that. Targets can be affected by +1 poisons from supported skill at the same time. Supported skills have 30% less poison duration. I actually have this on the ranger for sure. Or I did. Support attacks gain 25% of damage as extra cold damage. Supported attacks still 50% less fire and lightning damage. So I don't need cold damage on this because I'm using the helmet, so I don't need the lightning conversion for it, and I believe I already have a cold infusion. Supported skills have 100% more chance to shock. I definitely know I have that. Supported skills chain 1 additional time. Sports can change 100% more times. +1 time. Blah. I got like tongue-tied with that. Supported skills do 50% less damage with hits. That's on the ranger for sure too. Supported skill deals 30% more damage with hits and ailments. Supported skill cannot deal a critical hit. And that's this right here. Like, if I wasn't heavy into crit, then this would be a big thing. But, like, my weapon has big crit on it, and then I go into all the crit amplifiers. So I already have this one created, though. I don't know why I'm justifying the reason why I don't have something. Poison applied by supported skill also break your armor. Poison applied also break armor. Equal to 80% of the poison damage dealt. This corrosion I did have on, once again, the ranger. I feel like most of these are freaking ranger stuff. Coming soons. Supported war cries have 30% less area of effect. I don't have war cries. Supported skills lose combo if you generate no combo for 8 seconds. Supported skills deal 40% more damage. Supported skill requires 5 combo points to use. Clarity we have. Supported skills inflict decay, dealing 60% of intelligence as chaos damage per second for 8 seconds. That's actually, supported skill inflicts decay. It doesn't say supports curse skills. Could you? Oh, yeah, can't use it. 30% less projectile deceleration. Okay, I can actually see uses for deceleration, even though, like, normally you want things to go fast to kill stuff. But, like, if you shot something out and you want it to stay right next to you, so, like, Eye of Winters, instead of having them shoot super far forward, like if you're doing a boss, you want them to stay close to the boss. You could have them to have less projectile speed, I guess. Supported skills have 50% increased freeze duration on enemies. We have that one. Double barrel. Reload speed. Support skills have 50% chance to poison on hit in venom. That's actually... Why can't I put any of this on a charged staff? I can do it to all the other ones, which this isn't a bad thing to just base poison, because base poison, it says, I know it's on here somewhere. Poison is an element that deals chaos damage over time and lasts for 2 seconds by default. Damage from poison bypasses energy shields. Base magnitude of poison is chaos damage per second equal to 20% of the physical and chaos damage dealt by the hit that inflicted it. So if my hit's strong, it's going to do 20% of the physical damage of that hit. So, not bad. Alright, we're down to Envenom. Expand. Sport skill has 50% increased area of effect. Sport skill has a 6 seconds to cooldown. That's we don't want cooldowns. Minion from Sport skills have 30% to all elemental resistance. Eternal Flame. Supported skills have 100% chance to ignite. 100% increased ignite duration on enemies. Supported skills have 25% less chance to ignite. Energy shield recharge begins immediately and is not interrupted by damage for 2 seconds when stunned while using a supported skill. So like this one right here would probably help with my survivability while using the charge staff. So let's go ahead and... You can use this on charge staff. It is a complete defensive thing, and it's a niche one because you'd have to get stunned. But the only times that you like actually die is when you get stunned. At the moment, anyway. Or I actually die, is when I get stunned. So like, that's not horrible. Barrier encumbered. Debuffs inflicted with support skills have 15% increased slow magnitude. Supported skills deal 40% more damage with hits against enemies that are at low health. Execute. I have that one. That one's good, especially for charge shockwave. Supported skills have 30% less skill effect duration. Fast forward. I have 2 of these actually. Not equipped, but on certain abilities. Supported skills deal 50% less damage with hits. Walls from supported skill are created in circle. I do have this, and I don't have anything to use it. It's already created, though. Gain 25% of damage to extra fire damage. We actually do have fire infusion, because that's how we're getting our shock, is by doing fire damage. Supported skills create chilled ground for 4 seconds when they freeze an enemy. I don't really need to create chilled ground. I do believe I have this already, though, too. Charge staff does freeze my enemies, because the lightning damage chills and freezes enemies. Attacks with sports skill are ancestrally boosted. I have this one. It's phenomenal for the lightning slam ability. I forget what it is. The one that eats charges. For skills, all 50% more freeze buildup. Definitely have that one. 25% increase affected on curses. Supported skills deal 40% more damage. Supported skills have a plus 10 to cooldown. I don't know if this will... 40% more damage that you use yourself, causing it to deal significantly more damage but gain a longer cooldown. Cannot support skills which already have a cooldown. Oh, okay. Cost cast time. Cooldown. It says cast time, not cooldown. This one has cooldown. This one has a cooldown time frame as well, so maybe it could work for that. Nope. Tempest Spell does have a cooldown. I mean, it's something I can use on it. It's 40% more damage, just plus 10 seconds to a cooldown. Would that mean, how would that work with Tempest Flurry? Not that I'm actually gonna do this, but wow, you can do one little tap and then you get a 10-second
I
cooldown.
cannot.
That's the ultimate nerf to that ability by pushing that on there. Throw that little sucker right back on there, because, yeah. Like, if you were pressing one ability, it does a lot of damage. Like a bell, like just a one big bell build. Sure. You'd have to change up a lot on that. Because the bell itself, bell duration is 3 seconds. Oh. More area of effect. So if we were to put this on Bell, what is Bell? Bell has a cooldown time of a half a second. Just go up in a good chunky amount of damage, but then it goes straight to 10 seconds. So you'd only put one of them down, but you'd gain a decent chunk of damage from it. Alright. That's not what I want. Alright. Where were we at? There's Hourglass. Innervate, we already have this. Attacks gain 35% of damage is lightning damage for 3 seconds on killing a shocked enemy. I don't do a ton of shocking. I do have abilities that do shock. Mainly, my Herald of Ice can shock. But I do have it already. Sport skill has 40% less cost. This is a mandatory thing, I believe, on Tempest Flurry. Reduces your mana cost on it by a ton. Attacks gain for 3 seconds after freezing an enemy with supported skill. If this said extra damage, it would be huge, but it doesn't. It just converts your damage. Supported skills create an aftershock when they... do I already have this one? Supported skills create an aftershock when they heavy stun an enemy. No, I don't, because I don't heavy stun. Dealing same damage to enemies within 2 meters. Impending Doom. Trigger Doom Blast when curses from supported skills are expired. I don't curse. I could. There are abilities that do curse, but not for the build I'm running. Supported skills have a 100% chance to ignite. Supported skills have a 50% chance to create jagged grounds. Jagged ground lasts for 4 seconds. It requires a supported slam skills. Yeah, supports slam skills. Supported skills have 50% increased critical hit chance against... Oh, well, this is actually... this is on my charge staff because this is phenomenal. For any crit build, this right here, put it on your ability that hits everything the most, and it goes great. Skills mana cost converted to life cost. Well, I don't want to kill myself, and I don't have good mana or health regeneration. My mana is good. Recover 12% of life over 4 seconds when supported skill culls an enemy. I don't cull anything. I know I have spell or abilities that could cull enemies, but I don't. Lockdown. Supported skills have 120% more pin buildup against enemies within 2 meters of you, scaling to no change at 12 meters. 12 meters is hella far. Lasting shock. Supported skills have 100% increased shock duration. Supported skills have 25% less chance to shock. I believe I already have that. Lacerate. Supported skills have 50% chance to inflict bleeding. And bleeding is a dot, right? Bleeding is an ailment that deals physical damage over time and lasts 5 seconds. By default, damage from bleeding bypasses energy shield. Bleeding deals 100% damage while the target is moving or if the bleeding is aggravated. extra 100%, but what is it? Physical damage. The base magnitude of bleeding is physical damage per second equal to 15% of the physical damage of the hit that inflicted it. This is calculated using the final damage dealt by the hit, but not any modifiers on the target that affect how much damage they will take from the hit. This magnitude is not further affected by any modifiers to the damage you deal. I mean, that's kind of like the poison, which it's not a bad thing to have. Yeah, it applies to the same thing that Venom could do, really. Which, having both of these and just a chance on hit to put a dot on them, this one lasts for 5 seconds, which is pretty good baseline. Alright, back to where we were. We were on Lacerate, which is down here. There's so many of these skills, though. Minions from supported skills die 4 seconds faster. We don't have minions. Lightning Infusion. We do already have this equipped. I believe it's on our bell. Meat Shield. Minions from supported skills. We don't have minions. Magnified effect. We already have that. Supported skills have 25% more attack speed. This is a beautiful skill. I wish I could put more, and it's on my Tempest Flurry already. Minions from supported skill. Skills empowered by supported skills have Calling Strike, but I don't have anything that buffs up supported skills like that. You would think that, like, skills empowered by supported skills, technically you're empowering your weapon by Charge Staff, but it doesn't count as like an actual empowerment. Minion pack support skills remove 100% of your maximum life from a nearby minion to on use to deal 40% more damage. Now, I know that there's a build that uses this that uses like some kind of sacrifice second weapon staff that summons a minion and then use minion pack to kill it to get 40% more damage. Not exactly something I have the skill slots for, but I did hear about somebody using that. Overabundance, we definitely use this on our bell at the moment. Overpowered, hits with supported skill cause 50% more stun build up. Supported skill do not cause stun buildup. Physical damage from supported skills. Pinning, we actually have this because pinning allows you to actually generate charges. Projectiles from supported skills pierce an enemy. Projectiles from supported skills deal 30% less damage if they've pierced an enemy. This one right here, like, it has, to me it seems like it's good because like it'll do 100% damage to your main target from the way it reads anyway, and then after it's pierced it'll do 30% less damage if they've pierced an enemy. We have this one already. It's on our combat friendly frenzy, I believe. Yep, perfusion. Yep. Skills empowered by support skill do 15% more damage. Supported skills have 40% more skill effect duration. We already used that. We actually are using it on our conflux. This one's spirit, so we're not going to use it. I do have it though. Perpetual charge, definitely have this one. It's actually on my flicker. Every fifth use of supported attacks cause 500% more buildup. I actually kind of wonder if this one could be used for charge staff, but 2, if it would count every 5th charge staff attack as it, which would just give you a crap ton of stun buildup. I'm not gonna lie. You cannot put it on charge staff. None of this stuff can go on charge staff. It's kind of annoying. Supported skill grants 3 rage on a melee hit. Now this one could be something because rage gives you grants 1% more attack damage per 1 for 1 rage gain to a maximum of 30. You lose 1 rage every 0.1 seconds if you have not taken damage or gain rage in the last 2 seconds. Only 1 hit every 0.5 seconds can cause you to gain rage. So can't put it on charge staff either. Put it on flurry, but not charge staff. That's annoying. 'Cause that would be really cool. Because like charge staff, you just hit them with the shock waves the whole time, right? The lightning waves. Alright, scatter shot we definitely have. Stomping ground triggers a shockwave when you take a step while using supported skill. Supports travel skills, causing your footsteps to crack the earth and emit damage shockwave while using the skill. Deals 80 to 120% of your strength as physical damage. Shockwave radius is 1.8. I'm curious. Fuck. Well, we don't win all of them. Spell Cascade. 20% less area of effect. Cascades from supported skill have 20% less area of effect. Supported skills deal 30% less damage. Supported skill also affects areas of either side of the targeted area along with random axis. That's just confusing as shit. Supports spells that affect an area around you or a target location. Causes those spells to also target additional areas on either side of the targeted area along a randomly chosen axis. Cannot support channeling skills or remote skills. It's confusing, but I understand the premise. Second wind. Support skills have 50% less cooldown recovery weights, but like probably. Supported skills have twice as many cooldown uses. I have this one. I don't have a good use for this on the build, at least not that I've developed just yet. Supported skills deal 35% of non-ailment damage over 20% less duration. What? Supported skill does 35% more non-ailment damage. What? Just okay. The non-ailment damage over time thing confuses me because like all elements are damage over time effects. Well, things over time, buffs over time, debuffs over time, and whatnot. So is it saying it'll take 35% of your non-ailment damage and make that a damage over time? Because that's kind of interesting. Same thing, can't go on to charge staff though. At least that one's usable by spells though. Unleash. Supported spells gain a seal every 200%. We don't use the spells though. 200% more threshold while using supported skills. Stun threshold. Can use making you harder to stun while using it. I mean, this isn't bad for defensive on it either. You can use this on charge staff. So we have some defensive ones that we've figured out we could use on charge staff. That's kind of cool. 200% more stun threshold while you're using it. I don't think that's really all that big, but you know. Alright, we're almost to the tier 2 ones. Oh. Vitality we already have. Window of opportunity. Supported skills have a 25% shorter perfect timing window. Supported skills deal 50% more damage when released with perfect timing. This is for sniper on a ranger. Withering touch. Wither lasts 4 seconds. Supported skill deals 25% less damage. Supported skill inflicts withered on a hit with chaos damage. Wither applies 5% increased chaos damage taken and can be inflicted up to 10 times. It's not bad, but we don't do any kind of... We're losing damage there because we're not doing any kind of chaos damage to increase the damage of those. Wind wave. Trigger wind wave when stunned while using supported skill. Supported skills trigger an explosion when they fully break an enemy's armor. Supported skills have 80% increased totem placement speed. Reload automatically on heavy stunning an enemy. Supported skill has 25% to cause an aftershock. We actually have this one. Bullseye. Supported skills have 50% more accuracy rating. Supported skills knock back enemies on hit. I believe I actually have that one. I definitely have blind. Bidding. A supported minion command skill deals. It's a minion though. Supported skill applies daze when fully breaking armor. 30% cold resist. So that 15% less casting time. We already have this one. Close combat. Supported skill deals 25% more attack damage to enemies within 1 meter of you, scaling down to no bonus at 3.5. Like, this one's actually reasonable for it. And I know I have it somewhere. I think I might have it in here. Let's see. Yeah, close combat. Yeah, so 25% increased damage for close combat when you're flickering. Corpses consumed by skill have 25% chance not to be destroyed. Shocking hits from supported skill have a 50% chance to also shock. We definitely have this one. Supported skills break 40% more armor. Causing armor break. It inflicts. Some skills, items, support gems, and other effects can break armor. Those are target armor by a specified amount. If this brings the target's armor value to 0, their armor is fully broken for 12 seconds. Players break 3 times armor against normal monsters, 2 times armor against magic monsters. Alright. Electrocute, we definitely have this. Excise, supported skill have 40% more chance to critically hit. Supported skill has an 8 plus 8 to cooldown. Exploit weakness, supported skills cannot break armor. Supported skills consume enemies fully broken armor to deal 50% more damage. This is specifically for crossbow. Let's see. Fonts of blood from supported skill grant 2% life, which creates stationary objects. Created by supported skills generate a font of blood, creating an aura which grants life regeneration. So this is same thing as font of mana that we have, and it would work on our bell because that's the only item we create. Fire penetration. Penetration. Gator Pride, what's up? How's it going? Currently what's up is I changed up my build, and when I changed up my build, I got skill shards that I didn't need anymore, and then now I'm like, okay, well, everything that I have isn't something I either want to use or that I can use on that ability, but I'm like, I don't know what all actual skill gems are capable of being used on it, so I'm like, I'm just going to go through them and make the ones that I think might by their description, and then see what I have lying around at the end of that to see what I actually want to put in it. Not much, man. How you like Monk? I am very much invested into Monk. It wasn't the first class I played. It's my first time fully like playing POE ever. I never played POE 1. But I started off with a Ranger. I got the Ranger to like 46 or something, and then I swapped to Monk. I'm a level 90 Monk. Nice. We're pretty much right there at the same one. I'm 91 right now. Just trying to fine tune things, you know. I didn't either, bro. I'm addicted. I am so addicted to this game. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm thinking about ways to improve myself, and I love the fact that it's like it's you against the game. It's not like I play a lot of World of Warcraft, and I have over the years, played it for like 20 years, and it's just this game is a completely different vibe. I don't have a Discord, boss. I'm very new at this stuff. I don't have enough of a following to really have a Discord or anybody in there. I'm not gonna lie. One day. I do technically have a Discord server, but it's just like a little private one that I made a long time ago for, you know, any people we end up playing with or anything. But one day I plan on having a Discord that I can actually bring, you know, the viewers and everybody into, so we can just chill and play. Well, feel free to add me. I don't know how to show you that. Tempest Flurry. I am fully invested in a Tempest Flurry. I met a monk the other day that's just a monster. And he uses his Tempest Flurry to move around the map because it's so fast. It's what his... he does 19 attacks per second. I don't. But he did. And, like, he can zap away. He can use this as his actual movement speed because of how fast he is. And it just launches him all over the damn place. I thought it was funny as hell. Let's see, what is this? There you go. You're right there. Yeah, feel free to hit me up anytime. I normally stream around 9 to midnight-ish or so most days. But yeah. I got like 500 intelligence because I'm using HOA. I'm using it too. I don't know how you got 500. Well, I mean, unless you got a giga build. But I'm definitely heavily invested in the intelligence too. Definitely don't have that though. I would like to get the attribute amulet, the one that gives you like an extra 100. But like my stats are like this right now. I'm not doing anything near any of that. Like eventually, I want to get the big statted attribute necklace, and I already have the Hand of God staff or whatever it is. I already have that one, and so I'll slowly piece that together, but don't have that at the moment. I do have an ingenuity belt. It's a baby ingenuity belt, but I do have one, you know. Currently, like I said, I'm just trying to figure out what skills can actually be utilized because I don't want to look up guides and stuff. I just kind of want to read it, try to translate it, see what works, all that kind of stuff. I'm using the Regalia robe and the Cage God, but I also have my passive tree where they add my stats. I have seen the stat attributes, especially the star at the bottom of the tree. I know that that's huge once you get to where you're like more attribute focused. I haven't got that far yet, you know. That's a very common kind of route to take, a very powerful route to take down there, because like one of them's like you get 2% increased damage per 5 of your lowest attribute stat and all that kind of stuff. Like, definitely looks very powerful once you're capable of pulling that build off. If I were to eat up all my points to get all the way down there, though, I don't have the attributes to back it up. Same thing with using the Cage God staff. Like, I don't have the attributes to do it. Like, my strength is 47, you know? Like, there's just no way I'm gonna get there. Right now, focusing on kind of like my attack speed is what I was playing around with today, to get it up a little bit, and then go from there. Oh, ads? I will... Well, let me know when you're back from ads. I don't know if you can hear that, but let me know when you're back from ads. I'm going to continue searching for these things. Let's see. We were... We already did all these ones. Okay, we didn't do all of these ones. I think we're up here, actually, is where we were. Font of Matter, we did talk about those ones. Fire Pen. We already did those. Minions. I actually used this at one point. Curse Zone. I don't use curses. Icy crystals created by supported skills have 100% more life. Nope. I don't have that. That's generated off. Alright, I'm back. I don't know anything you said. Let me know the last thing. Like, I saw that you said, like, dang ads, and then I stopped talking. I'm like, oh, I'll just keep going on what I was doing. But ultimately, like, what we were talking about was I don't have the attributes to back up utilizing that kind of a build just yet. And if I were to go and spec all the way down to that star, even if I got all the way down there, like, my attributes would increase, but not enough to actually pull that build off right now. So I'm focusing on attack speed, trying to get more and more attack speed right now, to pull off the kind of tri-attributes build that I would like to, you know. Question though, since you're obviously further along in your build than I am, how many attacks per second? Well, I guess first question would be, are you an Ice Strike or a Tempest Flurry monk? As far as like your base ability. Tempest. Okay, so we both agree on that. What is your attacks per second on your Tempest right now? Just curious. Just because, like I said, the last guy that did this thing like was a monster with it. And you're using Cage God. I have no clue. All you have to do is, if you... Well, I don't know if you're on the game or not, but if you're on the game, you just go into your Tempest Flurry, and it'll tell you right here. Attacks per second. I'm at 7.41. Which is not high. It's okay, but it ain't high. Why is this still... Why did this pin... Hold on, let me get on and look. You don't have to get on at my expense. I was just curious, you know? Because that's my goal right now is if I can get my Tempest Flurry to be just as fast as walking, because I'm using Tempest Flurry the majority of the time I'm in Waystones. But if I can use Tempest Flurry to either just break even with 30% movement speed, which is what I have in my boots right now, or be faster than that, then I don't need movement speed on the boots at all, because the movement speed on the boots doesn't affect when you're actually utilizing the skill of Tempest Flurry. Tempest Flurry propels you forward on its own accord, and attack speed generates that faster, which is what the Giga Monk was showing me the other day when he dropped into the stream. He made me feel very inadequate of my own build. I'm not gonna lie. But he's a cool guy. He was pretty chill. Where were we at? I feel like I'm losing my spot. Oh, we were down here. We already talked about that one and that one. Fiery Death, we've ignited people. We have that one. Curse Zones, Glaciers, Heavy Swings, Hinder, Chaos Damage over time inflicted by support skill also hinders enemy. We don't do Chaos Damage. 7.46 because I use mostly my stuff on intelligence, not dex. If I level my dex, it'll be more. Yeah, that's... So, I mean, I'm about there with you, which definitely gives me a little bit more hyped up on that. But, yeah, you might want to try it. Like I said, that guy was a freaking monster, and he had 19 attacks per second, which was just dumb. Like, he had like a 500 plus divine build on, and there was just no competing. At my level, I couldn't compete with him at all. but I also have 127k damage. I mean, that's really good. I get over 100k damage with the build I'm currently running after I've generated crits, because like when I crit something, which I crit something very often, but I have a lot of increased damage once I crit something, right? I think I actually like get like 80% more damage once I've crit something, and that's when I get to that factor. Also, stars have to align a little bit with the build I'm running because I'm using Conflux, which gives me 70% more damage per to the type of element that I'm using. I use all of the elements with the build I'm currently running, but lightning damage obviously is my most. When it hits lightning damage, plus I've critted something, damage way up there. Way up there. Hinder, 30% increased from flat. I don't like the flask. I don't like flask or charms at all, if I'm being honest. Create consecrated ground. You and allies standing on consecrated ground regenerate 5% of your maximum life per second, and curses have 50% reduce effect on them. I don't know what would actually generate that. I want to say this is actually something I had. I think the little lightning thing on a ranger that like shoots you over a target in order to electrocute them with a pillar or a lightning rod. I think I actually had that on it at one point. Wasn't this... I have less life? Maybe it's to explode them faster? Damage over time. Debuffs inflicted on full life enemies by supported skills deal 50% more damage. Supported skills have 25% less skill effect duration. Okay, I don't have damage over time debuffs, unfortunately. Supported skills gain 40% increase. I do have this one. I don't use it right now in the build because I don't have any cast on. Like if I had cast on crit or something to generate energy or any of the other cast on abilities, I'd probably use that one. Leech 6% of physical attack damage from supported skill as life. Honestly, if I get to the point where I have to use my life or use this to save myself, I'm already pretty much dead. Supported skills have penetrate 30% lightning damage. This one's fine. I definitely already have it. Supported skills deal 35% more attack damage for enemies further away. I have that one as well. Mana Flare. Supported skills trigger Mana Flare on a critical hit. Consumes 20% of your current mana to deal as much fire damage. This would just eat my mana. Because I would crit like a madman. Or I definitely would crit like a madman right now. And this would just deplenish it. Like, and I've had several builds that would do it. The cast on crit build, because of how much I crit. The cast on crit build, anytime you gain it. Obviously you crit and whatnot. When it casts a spell at its full maximum mana without any reductions in it, and it would just eat away my mana. Like, so much so, like, when I started a boss fight specifically, I would crit the boss so much that it would just continuously cast the spell, and I wouldn't be able to have enough mana to cast our bell. And that's why I changed up the build from that, because I don't like... It felt like I was killing the bosses slower because I wasn't able to actually press my abilities, which was worse. Or it felt worse anyway. Maim we have. Momentum we have. This is good for Flicker. This one we're using on our charge staff. Sport Strike's skills have a 40% chance to build an additional combo point. This wouldn't be bad if I was trying to use Bell more often, but I don't feel like I have issues putting Bells out. Sport skills cannot generate power charges. Sport skill will consume a power charge on use if possible. Sport skills have 30% more chance to critically hit when consuming the power charges. I like having power charges though. Even at that, if I put this on charge staff, which is the one we're trying to find like an extra spot or slot thing for, skill gem for, freezing the target is what generates my charges, but no, I don't think that would work for it. Okay, now I do 10.2 hits per second. That's huge. The fact that you were able to swap that over and instantly do 3 more attacks per second, that's big. So, I don't know if that's increased your overall damage in comparison. It'd be cool to know that, just to see if like the 127 that you were at, if increasing your attack speed actually made that more damage per second for you. For just like the redistribution of your stats for the things that you're already amplifying, you just re-amplified different things in it. Because me personally, when I saw that the Cage God staff, I thought it was going to be like strength. Stack the crap out of strength because it gives you more weapon damage. But apparently that's not the case. Intellect and dex on it apparently give you more damage than just stacking straight strength for it. From what I hear. Want to know? Haven't used the build yet. Okay, next one. Sport skills grant 4 rage per power of counted enemies in range. Per 5 power of counted. Monster's power is a number that approximately reflects how strong and dangerous a monster is. An average monster has a power of 1. Strong monsters can have a power of 2 to 3. And weak monsters might have as little as 0.5. And very occasionally less. This value is then multiplied according to the monster's rarity. Always have 20 powers. I'm gonna make this just to see what it actually can be used on. Fucking nothing. I've gotten a lot of these where like I'm like, okay, that sounds kind of cool. If I could put that on an ability, maybe make it work. And then it's like, I look at it and it's like, nope, none of your abilities can do that. It's all good. It happens. Where is this stuff at? Where was I at? Where? Raging, this one. Just sold an ordnate belt for 20 exalts. I'm not sure what an ornate belt. I'm not sure what an ornate belt is for 20 exalts. I gotta get better at selling shit. I do. Right now, the thing that I make the most stuff off of, especially exalts, is just going and running the chaos trial and then selling the soul. The hell? I'm just completely brain farting the. I want to call it a soul rune, just because it acts like a rune. But whatever the hell, soul cores, selling the soul cores. When you're done, want to farm? Sure. I'm down to farm. I'm just trying to, like I said, soul cores. I'm just trying to figure out, like I said, something to put in the slot. I'll try to go through it fast. I'm almost done. That's tier 3 down there. Curses from supported skills erupt after 30. Oh, I don't do curse zones. Projectiles from supported skills have a chance to change. Oh, I have this one. This one's good for elemental expression. I think that's what it's called. Supported skills have 12% more damage for each type. Currently actually using that. 5% leech, physical attacks at mana. Soul Thief is actually on my Tempest Flurry. Breaks armor equal to 15% of physical damage dealt by supported skill. Recover 4% of energy when a supported skill deals a killing blow to a shocked enemy. I actually thought that was really good. I have it, but I haven't actually been able to get it to do all that much. And mainly because like Grim Feast it won't overflow your energy shield. Exposure applied by a supported skill has 30% increase effect. Spell Echo, I already have this one. This is really good for Comet. Wildfire ignites. Inflicted by supported skill spread to other enemies that stay within 1.5 meter for 2 seconds. Supported skills casted at the target location instead of around you. Supported offering skills. We don't offer anything. Killing blows from supported strike skills against rare monsters grant one of their modifiers. Behead. What does it mean by strike, though? A strike is a melee attack that directly hits with a weapon or body part. Okay. So technically that would count. I already have this one, actually, and it's I can't use it on Charge Staff. Tempest Flurry can use this, though, and this kind of gives you just Headhunter. Which isn't a bad thing, because I'll never equip a Headhunter, because I have an Ingenuity belt at this point. I've tried to use this damn thing, Burning Inscription, but I don't have Runic Inscriptions, apparently. Supported skills cannot cause freeze buildup. Supported skills consume freeze on enemies to deal 50% more damage. I have that, but I'm not going to use it. Chaos damage contributes to freeze buildup for hits against targets taking damage over time from supported skill. 25% as chaos damage. We already have cannibalism, but we don't use it because we don't have a spirit anymore for it. We definitely have this one because it's huge. Supported meta have 80% increased maximum energy. It's huge when you're using things that aren't like cast on crit. Ones that like says 500% energy, and then you can use it to press an ability. Chaos Mastery. Actually, I wonder if this this one I definitely actually want to put on. And I want to put it on because I want to know if... Nope, that's not Chaos. It can't go in there. So, nope, that is a worthless one. These ones right here, though, like, amp up Elemental Conflux. So I was kind of curious. And Unbound, I can't find anything else that really goes into Unbound. Let's see... Am I missing? Where was I? It was here. We already have Cold Mastery, Cold Exposure, Cursed Ground. We don't curse anything though. Supported skills can gain combo. Supported skills lose combo on use. Supported skill lose combo if you've generated no combo for 3 seconds. Supported skill deals 2% more damage per combo. This is only like used on Bell. Supported skills consume a random ailment on the target when inflicting damage over time debuff, causing the debuffs to deal 35% more damage if the ailment was consumed. Okay, well, I'm not doing a damage over time with it specifically. 25% less damage with hits, 75% more magnitude of poison inflicted, more magnitude with bleeding, discombobulate, supported attacks cause days buildup equal to 100% of physical damage dealt. I believe I actually already have that one technically. I'm not stunning anything though. Staggering Palm would be nice to use. I love that ability while we were leveling, but haven't used it since because it's hard to get something stunned to use it, or a day's build up to use it to get the buff from it when everything just kind of dies. 50% increased duration of ground surfaces created by supported skill. Supported skill dazes enemies. Daze lasts for 4 seconds. Support War Cries, though. It's a War Cry. Offering skill. This one's just kind of... I have it, but it's like... It counterplays itself. War Cries. Elemental Discharge. Eats up mana. I think this was one that eats up mana. But it doesn't allow you to inflict your ailments. I have it already though. Supported skill gains 25% damage as extra chaos damage. Supported skill sacrifices 10% of life on use. That sounds like a death sentence, because you could put it in there to get chaos damage, more chaos damage from something, but you would just kill yourself slowly, and I don't have something that gives me that life back. I hate the cooldown stuff. Like 100% more chance to inflict an ailment's great, but Sport Skill has plus 8 seconds to cooldown. Like, I don't know what spell or ability people are using for this, but there's another one that does 10 seconds. Like, add 10 seconds to your cooldown on an ability to gain 40% damage. And it's funny because I put it on Tempest Flurry because it can go on it. But if you press Tempest Flurry, the very first hit out of the entire combo of it puts you on a 10-second cooldown. It's like, it literally Giga nerfs it. This one's phenomenal for cast on crit. I have it already. I'm not forking anything. Font of Rage. It's 2 rage regenerating per second to you and your allies. This would be good if I got more things on the bell. Yeah, I can use it for bell. Throw that up there. We're almost done. Fire skills, we have that one. Fire exposure. 100% more magnitude of ignite inflicted on frozen targets with supported skill. Supported skills cannot cause freeze buildup. Supported skills consume freeze on enemies they ignite. This is interesting because I do that. I do place ignite on frozen targets because I have charge staff freezes them, and then when they snap or shatter, the shatter effect does ignite damage with the build I'm running because I have the 3 dragons helmet on. So that ice damage from the shatter does ignite enemies. So I technically do this, but cannot generate freeze buildup. Technically, I mean, it's interesting. I'm going to press it anyway. Yeah, I can see I can put on Herald of Ice, and Herald of Ice is what actually does that. I don't think I have a spot on Herald of Ice, though. I mean, I could put this. I could put that down there and then throw it on there and see how it does. See if it actually screws something up on it. Just to kind of test it out. We were at Frostfire. Hex Bloom is another curse thing. Heft, I have that. It's phenomenal, but 30% more physical. Actually, do I have that one, or do I have... where's my charge staff? No, I have it on it. Yeah. Where is Heft at? It's right there. Yeah, see, we're almost done. Supported skills cannot ignite. Supported attacks gain 30% of damage as fire damage against ignited enemies. I don't ignite that much. And the things that I do ignite die very fast. Enemies killed by hits from supported skill grant 100% more life charges. No. Lightning exposure. Lightning skills, we have that one. Long fuse. Grenades. Minion skills. Enemies killed by hits from supported skill grant 100% more mana flask charges. Movement penalty. I have this one. I kind of wish I actually could use it on charge stat or on Tempest Flurry just to be able to move faster, but it doesn't actually work for it. It works for charge wave. Supported skills have 6% increased crossbow reload speed. It's useless. This one's phenomenal with the build I had. I have it. Can't use it, or I'm not going to use it right now. That's actually what I just spec'd out of. Supported skills have 50% less shock duration. To physical skills? I actually haven't seen this one. This is physical skills. I wonder... Can you put this in Unbound? Nope. Unfortunate. I didn't know there was a physical one, though. Alright, all the way down. Sure. Physical mastery, payload. Recovery rate, grenades, fired, grenade. Supported skills, consume 10 rage if possible to deal 35% more damage. I don't get rage anymore. Supported skills aggravate bleeding on hitting heavy stunned enemies. Soul drain, recover 12% of mana over 4 seconds when supported skill Cold's an enemy. We don't coal anything. Shocks from supported skills do not expire on ignited enemies. This is the one that made me think, I'm like, so can ignite and shock not normally exist on the same target at the same time? Because it doesn't actually say that anywhere that I saw. But it could be true, right? Supported skills have 100% increased critical damage bonus. Supported skills have 20% less critical hit chance, though. Magnitude of ignites. I already have tremor. Upheaval. This is very, very good for charge wave. And then wild charge per skill have 20% chance to fire 8 additional projectiles in a circle. This is honestly the thing that made me think that charge staff is not a projectile per se, because it doesn't work. I tried it. It doesn't work. Alright, I think that's it. Which we ended up with still a crap ton of these shard things at the end of it. But we did find a few things we could put in our charge staff. If we wanted to take off the electrocute. We could go with something more defensive, because these two work. Energy barrier. If I get stunned, then my recharge rate begins immediately. Or just more stun threshold. This one right here would just electrocute something over time, though, from the lightning damage. So maybe we just keep that one in there for now. And then Venom was pretty cool. Alright. Skill gems. Let's go ahead and just toss these all back in there now. Those ones are useful. These ones I'm going to put over here in this corner, because they're all ones that I can use on any of the abilities I currently have. And then all of these were inside this one. Alright, Gator, are you still there? Are you still around? Still hanging out anyway? Let's see. Sure, we can start with the base. I'm gonna do this one next because it has Delirium Mirror in it. Waystone. Let's go ahead and get in our mirror.
No escape!
Oh, I already hit a dead end. I hate hitting the dead end as soon as you start the mirror. I'm gonna lose out on this delirium thing just because I'm hitting dead ends all over the place. we got our 4, so we're doing good. I rarely get the 5 when it comes to the delirium. Yeah, see, we're gonna lose out on the thing right now. It's all good. Gimme. Ding ding ding. Maybe 18. What was the thing we were trying to... Oh, the Frostfire? We put Frostfire in there. I have no idea if it's actually working because everything dies. You know? Which is fine.
Fury unleashed!
Is this boss boy? It is. Come here, buddy. Right here. There he goes. Goodbye, boss boy.
I must maintain a fine balance.
We have no stiff. Or no room. Nothing to take that off of. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Apply fire exposure when fully breaking an enemy's armor. Hits break 40 armor, 25% fire resistance, 14. I don't know what they would use it for that build, or for the warrior build, but
On with the work.
we're gonna put it in the collection. There it goes. And then
Charge
Waystones.
complete.
Put the... Huh? We got a fully kind of upgraded 15 out of it. It's not bad. Spirit Gem. That's not a horrible ring. Not a ring for me, but it's not horrible. Throw it over there for the time being. Back in we go. I wonder how fast I have to get in order for this to actually start being, like, propelling me across. It doesn't feel like I'm slowing down, so like I'm at 30 movement speed right here, and then I started doing it. It doesn't feel like I'm going slower with it, so I feel like the 7's got me close to at least my movement speed. Maybe if I get somewhere around like the 10 that Gator was at, we would probably start noticing it moving us around.
Relentless assault!
leg. I need to get one of those gaming chairs that has like that's like part of the computer itself and just reclines you completely. That'd be awesome. I just saw one on I think it was TikTok. It just looks like it would be comfortable. Way, way, way out of my price range, and will probably be something that I never get, even if I could, you know, afford to buy it, just because I'd be like, yeah, I could spend, you know, the 40 grand on this gaming chair set or gaming rig setup, or I could pay for one of my kids to go to college, you know? Maybe one day when we win the lottery, we'll look into things like that. I would love for a divine orb to drop right about now. You know, that'd be great. It really would.
I've no room for that.
I have no room for the shoes. I do have room. I just have to fix it up a little bit. Alright, right before I leave, map is completed. There's technically 18 monsters left in this. They're probably somewhere over here.
I must maintain a fine balance. I carry few possessions, and I don't have room for that.
Yes, you do, damn it. Alright, I think... Oh, there they are. Okay, I think that's good. That's good for that map anyway. We'll go do another one. Not that one, this one. Nope. Nope.
They'll be here, waiting.
Okay, and then another heavy belt for possible rolling, mainly for selling. And then waystones, we got another 15, and I'm just gonna throw those in there. We did get this amped up one. Doesn't have high item quality on it, or item rarity anyway, but that's okay. It's still a capped out one. I believe it's capped out anyway. Yeah, it is. Alright, so I guess we could start making our way to the citadels over on this side, since there's two of them that are pretty close together. Where do we want to head? Do we just want to follow this kind of pathway down here, since we're already kind of going this way? Maybe I should get to this, Can you go from this one to this one? Kind of looks like you might be able to. It looks like it's kind of like a bent one. If we're going to do a limestone hideout, though, I'm not doing a 15. I'm going to go do a baby key. Just to get it out the way real quick. We'll still convert it to a rare first. Alright, let's go. We'll clear out this one. We'll try to get to that tower so we can buff up the other ones. That way we can start making our way towards the end. Boom.
Fate is on my side. The mighty fall.
Got lag out the yang for that. Yeah, what is up with this map and just kind of being laggy? This would not be my base just because it's cursed by lag. I don't mind the setup, but or like the layout of it, I guess, but yeah. What else is over here? Sure, we'll take that. Superior. I think that's it. And that's why we don't do big maps on those things, because there's no reason to. Cold resistance and lightning resistance. We'll never do this because we're going to keep the hands we have, but it does have double above 30 resistances on it, which isn't bad for some builds.
On with the work.
Chuck all these in. This one, this one, this one. We are getting a ton of these heavy belts. Okay, we'll keep the 15. We'll throw the 13 back in there. Now let's see, can we go to... We can. I mean, towers are kind of the same scenario as the hideout was. We'll do a 14. Just because I don't want to burn my 15s on hideouts or towers, because some of the new tower maps that they gave, although I do like the, you know, the adjustment, the change that they did where you got different versions of tower maps now than just the same consistent one, but some of them are like 2 minutes long, you know, like it's like walk in a straight line with a slight curve and you'll reach the end. So we'll see how this one goes. Oh, baby. Divine Orb? That's what's up. Huge. It's not even a high key. Huge. That's what we like to see. I was so excited about it. Like literally all I focused in on the moment I saw it, I'm like, oh, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. But if you get one shot by something right now, you're going to be so pissed off. Cool. That puts us up to 5 Divine Orbs now. We're slowly creeping our way to potentially being able to buy another stepping stone in, you know, the gearing process. I'm not exactly sure how many I need to get for that next process of it, but obviously the more the merrier. Still trying to like fully zone in on how we want to do the upgrading system. Because like I said, if I can get
and I don't have room for that.
I can technically get these to fit. I just have to move some of the stuff around. I think, anyway, I could get it to fit. I might actually be like a point down from being able to do it. Something to that effect. I'm just moving the line around, so maybe not. Because I'd have to put this... Yeah. Stop trying to hit me. Let's just go and empty out our bags real quick. I don't know why I spend time trying to like actually organize my bags. I saw that there actually is a way to increase your inventory size. Like, I've seen people that have like a little box right here that they're able to click on that like gives you a little expansion of it. I don't know what it is, but I want it.
On with the work.
Got an essence, and then waystones, 15 replacement. Alright, let's go finish it up. If anybody watching knows how to get that like additional inventory space thing, let me know. Because I would love to find a way to get it. Now, if it's something that's like, oh, it costs you 40 divine, I'm like, eh. I'll deal without it for the remainder of my existence.
Arms for the monastery.
Oh, pick this up before we get lightninged ourselves. And some reasonably good drops. We're going the wrong way. We went in a circle. I don't need that. Our slow increase on item rarity is I can feel it, you know. We're not at 100 unbuffed by map at the moment, but we are closer to it, closer to the end goal. And see, we're just getting exalted orbs to drop all the time. We got that divine orb to drop on this map. Huge. Just got to get to where we're actually at like untilted 100. Which will be one of the goals of the next ring that we try to jump after. Next two rings, I guess. I need it on both rings. One ring is a breach ring that I have right now that's just hard to replace. The other is an unset ring because I need the extra skill socket. I bought a budgeted, reasonable one yesterday. Just because I have so many unset rings and I still couldn't get one that like had what I wanted on it. The RNG roll of the game. Kick my ass. You know, this tower map's actually not that bad. I was kind of complaining about tower maps prior to this one just because they're normally really short. But this one's not as short as the other ones. This has to be the end though. Yeah. Alright, so now we're headed towards citadels. There are two citadels right next to each other, and we're doing this tower so that we can amp up the ones along the way. The question is, what do we want to amp it up with? Nope.
Time is not on our
Let me put all this stuff away, and then we'll look at what tablets we have that we can use to amp up. I already have this, but let's see which one's better. So we have that one, and we have this one. 2 additional times, both of them 30, 46 freeze. This one is 30 chill and freeze, though. So the one I just got is better, because this one has 30 chill, and it has freeze buildup, and it has all the other things. So it has a completely additional modifier on it. So keep that one.
What can
Get
I
a
do?
chance shard for this one.
I'll be here, waiting.
Alright, now let's look at our tablets. Waystones. So we can get bosses, crap ton of breaches, monster density too inside the breaches, which is actually pretty huge. We can get more mirrors. Delirium mirrors are very good too. So kind of this one and this one so far. All of these other ones are kind of just base. Rituals with some item rarity. It's not horrible. More ritual. 10 maps contain breaches. Like, that's a lot of breaches. Are there any others, or are these the contenders? Let's buff them up. I should have... I gotta remember to shift right click it. Nope. Shift right click. Alright, now that they're buffed up. Mirrors in your maps have 8% increased pack size. That's good for that. 19% increased item rarity found in your maps. That's really good too. Increased monster density and 22% increased magic monsters in your map. 7% increased experience gained. Not bad. Breaches in your contain 1 additional collapsed hand. I kind of want to do breaches. Maybe we go with the 9 one, just because the 10 one I feel like would be really, really good to have a 10 one if we're like in the middle of a crap ton of maps. Even though the 9 one's not far different, I guess you could say. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Throw that little bugger in there. There we go. I need to get a 15 waystone now. Which there was one that was already amped up, right? I think it was this one. Is there a different one? A 7% increased item rarity found in the area. 70% increased chests. It's a little scarier one just because of what it puts on us, but let's okay, that looks at 29% increased number of monster packs. Could be scary. I can't do that one. I can do this one. Why can't I do that one? It's weird that this one goes to this limestone hideout, and then this one right here, you have to go to this one to get up here and go further anyway. If I really wanted to just skip all the way to this one, I would go around here, because like that one's just a mirror, this one's just a thing, but this one is freaking stacked. Like, that is a stacked map. So let's go die, because that's what anytime I see something like this, I'm like, phenomenal map, let's go in it, and then I instantly die. Alright, woodlands. Let's try to play a little safe. Play a little safe. I mean, I need to get a charge. Come here. You guys come out this way. There it is. We can party now. Oh, I killed everything before I could party. All those guys got electrocuted. That's cool. That means that ability is working. ritual map. Grab this and that hammer. You can grab that as well. A little iffy about pressing this just yet, but we're going to anyway. Alright, first portion of that is done. Ooh. While this item is active in your inventory, fully recover your life, mana, energy shield when you reach low life. So it's kind of like a cheat death. It's not like, well, it's kind of like the previous cheat death one. But omens are generally good. They generally sell for a good amount. So I'm going to go ahead and take that one anyway. Alright, let's continue on. We have this one right here. Let's go ahead and hit it. They're all just like spawning right here. What the hell was that kind of, like, literally all spawned right there, like none on any of the other sides of this thing. Oh, as usual, most of the other stuff in here is kind of garbage. We only have one other one too, so we might not have enough to like re-roll the gear and stuff on it. That's alright. There's a whole bunch of other stuff in this map besides just that. Pick up all of that. Ruby. Spirit Gem 19. We'll definitely take that one. I don't need it for anything I'm currently using, but there are things that I'm not using that I know would be cool to have for. We can pick up this, a Ruby. Superior. Such a hoarder. I'm such a hoarder when it comes to some of the stuff. Like, I know I don't need to pick this up, but I pick it up anyway. Just because, like, it's not bad to have them. Like, it never hurts you to have them. I don't think I actually need the 19 skill gems either. But I don't have a lot of those. I have a billion of the freaking 18 ones. Zappa Zappa. Okay. There's a shrine right there. You know, in this backdrop, some of these skeletons are actually kind of hard to see. Superior Dousing Charm. It's just because it has a quality on it? Or why is it actually called a superior one? I don't remember what this does. You gain chaos damage. Chaos. Blow up in a purple explosion. Apparently there's a lot more on this bottom end of the map than I thought there was. I don't actually need any of that. Alright, now I gotta go run across I guess we can go this way since there is something else I can clear out this way, and then we'll backtrack to that. Oh, that was an actual, that was like a mini boss. Zappa Zappa. Zappa Zappa. And that. We're getting some tablets with some pretty big spreads on them.
Lightning!
Lightning. Stuff like this where I'm just sitting here clearing it, where I feel like I shouldn't have Unbound on. But then I hit a boss, and it's like, okay, well, Unbound just allows me to instantly freeze it. As well as I do more damage to it, but instantly freezing a boss is the main reason. I like it anyway.
I must maintain.
I'm gonna need to empty out the bags here, because I'm just passing up loot on the floor at this point. That is sockets, currency, all that good stuff, transitions to currency. Okay, we found our last ritual altar for the map. Holy crap. I don't know what I got hit by during that, but not bueno. I'll take the orb.
The dreamer provides.
The other stuff I can't freaking read it. Spirit Gem 18, don't actually need. The Val orb. And the rest of it is garbage. Yeah, all garbage. Oh well, you don't win all of them. Alright, and now after that, let's go ahead and empty out our bags real quick in town. And then we'll come back and finish the key. This thing better have been working the entire time up there on my YouTube one, because I just clicked on it and like it refreshed from a black screen to what I'm actually doing currently. My YouTube one also is so far behind.
Yes.
24% increased weapon swap speed. It's like, okay, sure. I feel like that's a useless thing to put on a
You.
gem, though, or jewel. I guess I don't honestly know, because I don't use that mechanic. Okay, 2, because then we can put these in there. And then level gems. Put the 19 and the 18 in there. For the 19, we are full. Jewels. And then let's go to number 1 for the omens. We'll put the omen right in there. Nice little spot. And then everything else is a waystone orientated thing. So all the tablets. This is a 14, so we're going to throw that over there. 15 right in there. And then these are baby ones. And then we're cleared out. We're going to go in. I keep thinking I want to change Unbound, but we still have a boss to fight in this one. So we'll keep it. I'm going to pick up some of these other things that are left on the floor right now. And then let's clear this little section of the map.
Relentless assault!
Oh, I see the lines of the breach. They're up north just a tad. See how far this rabbit hole on this end of the map takes me. Okay, looks like that wraps back. Let's go back up this way, back towards the breach. question. Do we go fight the boss first? Probably. I didn't even undown. I'm like, let's keep it for the boss, and I'm not even using it on them. So much shit.
The dreamer provides. I've no room for that.
Tap, 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 tap. Alright, let's go empty our bags. I need to... I don't know. Like, Unbound Avatar is really, really good. And I know it's good. I hate the fact that it's an on-use cooldown thing.
I speak. Time is of the essence.
And I definitely know I could put something else that's a passive increase, like, all the time over the specific increase. But it's just very, very good for that beginning boss fight damage if you need to freeze targets.
Until next time.
So, I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with it at the moment. All attributes plus 7. Meh, if I'm being honest. Accuracy rating is meh, so this amulet's not very good.
Here. Wait.
Not for an amulet, anyway. We are getting a lot of 15 stones now, though. Alright, let's go kill, find something to kill, get some charges back, and then we'll start up our breach. There's gotta be something around, right? Maybe. I don't know, I kind of cleared the map already. Oh, no, there is 0 monsters remaining, so my hunt would be effortless, which is going to make the beginning portion of this breach kind of scary.
Fury unleashed.
There we go. Now we're cooking.
The dreamer.
That was a good flicker. Refreshed our charge staff. Let's get this other side of the breach. Especially with these hands right here. Oh no, don't. Shit. That was scary. I got frozen. Backwards. Okay. That was terrifying. that was pretty damn scary, I'm not gonna lie. Getting frozen right there.
Arms for the monastery.
Grab up these. Give me all my splinters. Oh, breach ring. Huge. Another breach ring. Huge again.
Maintain a fine balance. I carry few possessions, and I don't have room for that.
Okay, I need to go empty my bag. No. Huh. An empty breach ring.
Time is not on our side.
And then let's jump over here. Let's put these breach rings down here. Kind of want to roll, maybe alchemy it. Just to see what the base ones will come out to. Lightning resistance, lightning damage, life and mana. Not a bad start anyway. It would need a few more things to proc on it before I would be able to use it. But the lightning resistance on it is actually kind of big. Just because I'm overcapped on lightning resistance. So this one has, the one I'm wearing has 48 and this one has 29. And has a chance of rolling some of the other things I could use too, because like the cold resistance isn't needed either. But the one I'm wearing does have lightning damage and so on, so we'll see. I'm not going to start rolling any more gear at the moment, just because I don't want to burn the resources on that. And then Waystones, yet another 15. 75% item rarity on it too. So that's like over there. Let's go back in, finish picking up our loot. Okay, there's some stuff up here on the map. Yep. Superior. Okay, is that all of the things I actually need to pick up off the floor? From our breach, anyway. I think it might be. Just don't want to miss any splinters. Splinter or quality. Quality enhancement items or breach rings, so on and so forth. But I think normally those would pop up on the map, so I think we're done with that map. Okay. I was just checking to see if the if Gator ever actually replied back. I saw him go offline right now.
Speak. Until next time.
$266. We're inching our way closer. That's what she said. Alright, let's see. There's this one, 75% increased rarity. There we go. Monsters are gonna be kind of beefy. Let's see where we can go. I mean, it's gonna progress us towards the way we want. This one does have a boss in it too, though. Decisions. Like, I want to get to the Citadels, but I feel like if you just try to beeline it straight for the Citadels, you're just passing by a lot of stuff. Obviously, I can come back to all this stuff at any time I want, but I do feel like, oh, there's a Citadel over here, too. Interessante. There's a lot of Citadels around here. But these two are right next to each other. This one's right here, though, too. So maybe we go towards that way too. Spirit Gem.
Fury unleashed!
Nice. Nice flicker. Nice, nicer. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I wonder if I get more and more attack speed, if I'm gonna have to get used to the different sound it makes, because it should obviously make a slightly different iteration of the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's go ahead and do this event. 10 packs of monsters.
Arms for the monarch. Fury unleashed!
Breaches this way. Right there.
I must maintain.
I'm gonna go ahead and send the breach. There we go. Try to get to the other side of the breach so we can keep getting the bad guys. Stuck on a tree.
Fury unleashed!
Get this hand. Come on, more bad guys. I need more bad guys. There's a hand. I don't know if that worked out in my favor. I ran out of bad guys in a breach. If I just had more movement speed, way to get around, I'd be able to kill more things.
Arms for the monastery.
Alright, let's go and get, empty out our bags. And we'll continue on with our day. Enemies killed by anyone in your presence counts as being killed by you instead. Okay. The ultimate carry hands. Give this to the person you're carrying and bam. They get all the benefits.
On with the work.
interesting theory or premise, I guess. Waystones. And then there and there, and now let's go in. Gotta collect our loot from the breach still, and then we still gotta kill the boss, I believe.
I must maintain a fine balance. I've no room for that.
Is that all of it that's over here?
I've no room for that.
Go again. We go again.
Yes.
Nada. Unwavering stance. Your stun threshold is doubled. Cannot dodge roll. Okay, Juggernaut build. We got a blank breach ring again. Energy recharge rate. Debuff expires 13% faster. So like a defensive jewel. And then lightning resistance again. Me. Alright, back at it. Let's go kill that mini boss, which finishes the map, and then we'll go back and kill the big boss once we get some power charges. Oh, that was the... It was. Alright, let's hustle over there before we lose our charge durations. Maybe over here there's something that we can use to prolong it. There it is, there it is. Thank you, bad guys. Screwed that up too, but meh.
Fate is on my side. I carry few possessions, and I don't have room for that.
Map completed. Says more than 50 monsters remain. Fucking where?
Go on.
I think I've seen this one, and I'm not a fan of it. Recurses you inflict are reflected back to you. Like, what in the world? 46% increased armor and energy. That has nothing to do with like your actual build. That's just this armor, which armor is crap on this. And the rest of it, it's like, cannot be chilled or frozen or ignited, shocked after you've already been done. Jacob! What's going on? How many jewels in your skill tree? I got a couple. I actually just added another one because I changed up the build a little bit. So I got 1, 2, 3. I got 4. I got 4, and I'm contemplating if I want to change up the types that I have. So all these ones have the main thing on them, like they're all things I can utilize, but the Herald skill, like this one, 25% increased damage for Heralds. And I think this one has it too, 25% increased damage for Heralds. Where's my other ones? This one too, 25% increased Herald, as well as lightning damage. Try a rage. I did have a rage on there, like every time I melee hit, I would hit a rage one. And I've been looking kind of into the rage because there's so much stuff that procs off a rage or having rage. So it's definitely something I'm looking into. But the one I just bought, this one right here, which was a budgeted version of it, because it has the bows on it, but it has 4% increased attack speed and then 4% increased attack speed with quarterstaff, so pretty much 8% attack speed on it. And I was kind of thinking maybe instead of doing the Herald damage, I might try to get more of the attack speed one, the double attack speed one with 8 on it. Because that did give me over 7 attacks. I'm like at 7.5 attacks per second at the moment. But Rage is a phenomenal thing, and I think the next time I look at one of these, maybe I'll see if there's attack speed, quarterstaff attack speed, and Rage on it. I think that would be huge. I don't know if a thing like that exists, if I'm being honest. I did figure out evasion rating doesn't really matter. Apparently, evasion rating, if you try to get the higher end ones, are super, super expensive. But this gave me 1% evasion, which I don't think is worth it, if I'm being honest. You know? So, but yeah, that's I'll definitely take that in consideration. I used to, like, this gem socket right here used to actually have one that had rage on it. And for the longest time, I'm like, what in the world is generating rage for me? Like, what is happening? And then I finally realized, I'm like, oh, it's because it says I generate 1 rage on melee hit. I think rage is multiplicative, not additive. Like attack speed multipliers, it gives super necessary when running acrobatics. Well, cool. Like I said, I'll definitely take into consideration as I go into that. Currently just trying to grind for currency, you know, so that I can actually buy that stuff, because I'm not getting a ton of it. I did get a Divine Orb on one of the tower maps I did not too long ago. Oh, I went back and I didn't actually empty out my bags.
Speak.
I got distracted. I got distracted by this thing right here. That's a lot of stun resistance. Yep, T10. Uh, 9% increased area effects, 14% increased skill effect duration, 14 damage penetrates 6%. I mean, kind of meh.
They'll be here.
It looked kind of good with the area of effect and increased skill effect, but the other ones are kind of meh. I have a lot of jewels though. They're not great jewels, but I have a lot of them. I got a couple that people, like, once I put this whole tab on for sale, like, people were, like, eating me up about it. Mainly, I think it's the mana on kill. Yeah, not that one. This one right here, recover 2% mana on kill. 2% mana on kill. Yeah. Waystones. Let me throw this over here. And then let's see if I actually have one of these. Nope. I meant evasion on the last message. Is your staff corrupted? It is not. This one right here, I'm too scared to corrupt it. I did corrupt one of my staffs though. This one right here, I got super lucky with it. Like, that's a pretty good looking staff. Not gonna lie. Pretty good looking staff. And if I change 3 of these, like, I could get 15% attack speed on it, but it doesn't have any base attack speed on this one. That's the kind of kicker with it. You know, this one does. This one has 21% increased attack speed on it. Put sockets? What do you mean? These are iron runes. These ones? All of these are iron runes. But I know, like, eventually when I use the Cage God staff, that iron runes are kind of worthless on that staff, so you put attack speed ones on it. Oh, no, you're good. You're good, you know? Yeah, I don't know why. Like, obviously, like, I have it showing them. I don't know why sometimes with my, my second weapon slot, which is the one I have for this, I guess I can put it over here.
Chill in the
There,
air.
it shows it. For whatever reason, on my second one, it doesn't show it. Yeah, I don't get it either. It's only when it's on the second one. See? Not a clue as to why, you know, but I only use one anyway, so I guess I can just put it in number one staff right now anyway, so putting it in that slot just to see it isn't a bad idea. I think I finished that map, yeah. Waystones. Ailment threshold, yeah. There we go. Let's go ahead and get rid of this one. I think it's already fully upgraded too. Yep. Into a breach. Yeah, I was confused. No, I made sure, like, it took me a little bit when I started, especially since I was doing a lightning build. I thought lightning damage on my weapon would be hella good. So, like, when I was actually leveling up, like, that's what I hunted for, was big lightning damage on my weapons. So, like, the crackling staff, that's, like, the base of it is lightning damage. I was like, this is going to be huge, monstrous. I didn't fully read the abilities or, like, understand the conversion of abilities until I'm like, oh, it's going to convert 80% of my physical damage into lightning. I'm like, okay, I don't have any physical damage, you know? So that's when I finally realized I needed to just amp up the physical damage like a madman. Now we're a little bit more on par with what we need to be doing. I want to get, like, right now I think my my speed is kind of equivalent to my boot speed. 18. I literally did the same, but lightning arrow. Yep. It happened. I mean, you would think it makes logical sense, you know? If you're going to do lightning abilities, lightning damage on your weapons would make freaking sense. But apparently not.
Fate is on my side.
I feel like I'm getting stuck on corners a lot in this map. Just pop it. Nope. Nope. I already have that one, but it's a shield. There we go, some chaos, trial of chaos. That's some money right there. Mainly exalted orbs for souls. Are you capable of doing I don't even know how to say that. Ultimatums? Pretty sure that says ultimatums. I don't know what you mean by that, so I'm gonna say no.
I must maintain a fine balance.
Like, is that a version of the game? I've done very little pinnacle anything.
I must maintain a fine balance.
You could maintain more of a fine balance. Trials of Chaos. The thing you just picked up. Oh. I'm dumb. I don't think of that as the name of it. Am I able to do them? I'm able to knock those out of the park like nothing. I farm these pretty much for the soul cores just to sell them on the exchange for exalted orbs. So these right here, I have it on the Atlas tree that I get a ton of them just because so far it's been the most lucrative exalted orb farm is actually just doing this and selling the cores, in my opinion. Yeah, sorry, I didn't put that word with that that thing. Like when I see it, I'm like, oh, chaos. You know, like that's the first thing that comes to my mind. Chaos trial.
They'll be here, waiting.
Superior Expert Gothic Staff. I like the Gothic Staffs because they have a baseline increase on critical strike, critical hit chance. Let's roll it just to see. 119 increased elemental damage with attacks. And I was being told that elemental damage is actually like globally, not just for the attacks on this like weapon, but globally on it, and that's why a lot of people are saying that like that's really relatively strong. I don't think it'll actually outdo what I'm wearing though. Let's see. Yeah, not even close. not even remotely close.
Yes.
I make 50C at least per on them. Same, yeah. 50C. Does that mean? I mean, I don't know what 50C means. Are you talking about 50 exalts? 50C. That's why I'm asking. They were from No shot? No shot what? So, Mr. Jacob, just a heads up. I don't want to sound like I'm being confusing for you. YouTube, for whatever reason, my YouTube is way delayed compared to like when I get your message. So if it sounds like I'm being confused because I'm like looking at your chat and reading it, it's just because the chat's delayed from YouTube. Because the video on YouTube is delayed. So just a heads up. I don't want to keep sounding like I'm not understanding or hearing you. No shot to staff being better. It was a shot in the dark. I just remember somebody saying that elemental damage was global, and so like it gave more of a buff in total to something. I don't know if it applied to a monk or a different build. I just remember somebody saying it at one point. I didn't believe that this was going to be better because it didn't roll physical percentage or physical damage, if I'm being honest.
Time is not on our side.
Not sell. Like I said, I'm pretty sure. I already got another one of these things. Which one's better? 20, 20. 16, 13, 113, 119, 80, 80. I mean, they're both damn near the same. I keep that one, I guess.
Hello. Time is not on our side.
And then let's go ahead and put these over here. Twitch it is. This has less delay. As far as I know, it does. Yeah, because, like, right now, if I, like, it seems like my, my Twitch has more of, like, a 3-ish second delay. While if I look up here at my YouTube one's still, like, going on what we were talking kind of about. So it definitely seems like there is a much different delay. And also, it could just be how it's translating to me. I have no idea. You know? But from what I've seen, I've been doing stuff over here, and then I'll look at Twitch, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's relatively what I'm doing. And then I'll look up at YouTube, and YouTube's like 4 minutes behind, and I'm like, oh, what the hell? Like, I'll do a chaos trial, and then I'll go and start doing a keystone, and Twitch is in the keystone with me, or the waystone with me, and I look up, and I'm still in a chaos trial on my YouTube one. I don't know why it's so kind of lagged out behind.
No escape.
Zappy, zappy. We send it. Yeah. I don't even know where I went at that on that flicker. It just kind of like, oh hey, you can vanish from here if you'd like to. Where's all my breach monsters? Like sometimes I feel like my breaches are missing monsters. That was one of them. I've gotten a crap ton of those ultimatums in this key though. Got 3 of them, 4 of them. Pick it up. Stop hitting stuff. Pick it up. I need to go back. I'm missing drops for sure. Go splinters. We almost have enough splinters to actually go do that pinnacle boss and try him out. I think I need like it was like 24 more splinters or something. Enduring. Really all of them? There wasn't a lot of bad guys in that one, I guess. It's not a great thing when you run out of bad guys in a breach.
Relentless assault.
Let's go ahead and pick up this shrine. lighting
There's no
defenses.
room for this.
Let's go ahead and do this little event over here. 8 packs of monsters, easy peasy. Wow, it's all the same things pretty much. I only use base 3 power charges for charge staff. I don't think the extra nodes add more damage, just duration because it lasts longer. Well, you get damage per charge. Also, I don't know if you know, but you can use orbs on strong boxes to upgrade them like items. That one I did learn through like because that was part of the patch, right? I think I watched somebody talk about the patch that you could do that. But for charge staff, the reason why I put 7 back on it, because initially I only had like 5. The base like 3 you get plus the node that gives you 2. But I put it up to 7 now because you get 1 to 20 added as attack lightning damage per power charge. So you multiply that by 7, you know, which is why ultimately I put it in there. But if I needed some points and I felt like the damage would outweigh it, if I were able to put the points somewhere else, I definitely would and have taken the points out of the extra charge orbs to put them out there.
I must maintain a fine balance.
Specifically right now, if I had something that gave me more attack speed, I would. Maybe, Jacob, you might know this. So I had a question. So attack speed, it's the initial modifier to, like, obviously your speed of hitting attacks, because that's pretty obvious. But your skill speed, would your do you know if your skill speed amplifies the attack speed you have? So the more attack speed you have, the higher percentage skill speed amplifies that, if that makes sense. And the reason why I ask, because they're 2 separate entities in the game, and at one point I put a node that had like 5% skill speed, and it gave me like damn near no attack speed, additional attacks per second. But then I gained more attack speed and then put the skill speed on, and it seemed to give me like a half of an attack a second or something. According to if the skill is an attack, it will say attack or skill. Say what now? Because that one's an attack. That one says a melee and a strike. That one's melee and strike as well. Am I missing where it's supposed to say skill, though? Because, like, all of them are technically skills, aren't they? Are you you're talking about this up here, right? Over a skill gem? I mean, it's only showing me the quality effect. Yeah, if it doesn't have the attack, it's a skill. But attack speed definitely, so like this one right here doesn't say attack, so you'd say it was a skill. But both of them affect it. Like, I know that for certain. Because this is the one... So this is the ability I'm trying to amp up, because it's the buff that this one shoots out, right? My Tempest Flurry shoots out Charge Staff. And so when I'm looking at my attacks per second, I do it off of Tempest Flurry, because you can't increase the attack speed of Charge Staff, which is 7.41. skill speed and attack speed both affect this number, just in different volumes. No, you had it right. Like right under charge staff, it says attack, buff, and stuff. Yeah, attack, buff, AoE. So this one's an attack, but like this one doesn't have an attack, like per second, because it's a buff to an ability that does attacks per second, right? So like this one right here, attack speed and skill speed doesn't affect this at all, because it's only when another skill does an ability that this procs off of it. So Tempest Flurry is what actually procs, that shoots out how many charged staff waves you shoot out, which is, I have 7.41 for normal strikes, and then 4.83 third strikes. Fourth strikes is 4.04. I was just kind of wondering how it adds to itself, because both of them definitely affect the numbers on this, on Tempest Flurry, but in different volume amounts. And so like I've been sitting there struggling, trying to find out if just pure attack speed is better than skill speed. You know? And then another thing on top of it is freaking right here, like 8% increased attack and cast speed with lightning skills. Right? Because that's what I went into, and that's I've increased my speed with that, because Tempest Flurry is a lightning skill and this gives it more attack speed. It's like, okay, sure, that makes sense. But then if you jump down here to this one, it's 5% increased skill speed, and it's like, it makes me very confused. I think skill speed is like cast speed for your spells / skills. But that's what attack speed is too, right? This right here confused the crap out of me, and I can't figure it out. You know? Like, if it had a cast time like that, 100%, this would make sense. This reduces the cast time of a spell. But when you're translating it to a melee sense, I would think it would be the same as attack speed, but it definitely doesn't add the same. So 5% attack speed seems to give you a base amount more than 5% increased skill speed. Or it could just be that your attack speed modifies the base amount of speed that you have to attack and target, and then this modifies the overall amount of that it adds to. I don't know. Attack speed directly affects attacks themselves, like Lightning Orb. Like how many times Lightning Orb hits a thing. Because that doesn't like arc lightning to things, if I'm remembering that skill correctly. That's Deadeye stuff for lightning skills. They can't call them spells because they are dex based. I mean, fair enough, I guess.
I carry few possessions.
It's just one of the things that, like, as I was building, I noticed that there was a variation in one over the other as far as which one gained you more, and it just kind of confused the crap out of me, which I'm still slightly confused about it. At this point, I kind of just, like, I put one on and take the other off, and then see which one is more benefiting, and then use it. Okay, I am missing something somewhere. I have more than 50 monsters remaining in this map. I did the breach. Didn't this one have... This one had an expedition. I think I kind of ignored the expedition. Yeah, attack speed will be the best for you. That's what I was kind of leaning towards. There isn't a ton of attack speed stuff for me to grab in my tree anymore. So now I'm just going after lightning skill or lightning increase to attack and cast of lightning skills, or skill speed in a sense. If I can get attack speed on gems, weapons, all that kind of stuff, then that's great too. All right.
Hello there.
Let's see. Can start over here. Can I start over here? Maybe start over. I think this one can get all like 3 of them. And then this can get these 2. Let's get it like really close so that we can maybe pull it all the way out here somewhere. There we go. I think that got pretty much all of them. These ones right here scare me a little bit because sometimes when I do this, the guys that come out of it are super freaking like giga powerful.
Relentless assault!
Mother, like that. You know what I think there happened? I think there was something underneath the debris on the floor, and I just couldn't see it well enough. Cause like I was stuck on this flag. That's what stopped me from moving closer to them anyway. But I want to say there was something under me that killed me. That annoys the shit out of me. Yeah, well, I mean, this happens to me all the damn time. It's not like it's something new. But it still annoys the crap out of me. Fortunately, I already have that one, and it's not something that affects me at all. And that's kind of a crappy tablet. But, like, this exotic coinage thing, I only have one of them. And then, obviously, all the order artifacts and whatnot are in this. It's kind of a bummer. Did you get attack speed based on Dex node? Yeah, I have that one. You're talking about this one? 1% increased attack speed per 15 Dex. I have this one, and then on my neck piece, I actually put this one that's up here, 2% increased lightning damage per 10 intelligence. So I am kind of attribute stacking in a sense, because all of those paired up with this, they kind of double dip because you're getting a lot of intelligence and dex because you want to increase your attack speed by 25% as well as 15 or 3% per 25, 1% per 15. Then adds 1 to 10 lightning damage per 10 intellect, and then adds 2% increased lightning damage per 10 intelligence. So that's kind of what I'm going with at the moment. I used to path all the way the hell up here to get this thing, but then I was able to get the emotions to put it on the neck piece, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to take all those back, and then jump all the way back down here, and then I actually went to some like the electrocution build, because I like being able to electrocute stuff, but I want to say roughly about like 2 hours ago or something, I swapped the build up and took the electricity back off of it again, so that I can get into more speed. So all of these ones right here, attack speeds for them, and then up here this is all attack. It says attack and cast speed, but attack speed with lightning skills. And then I bought this jewel, which I might just replace my Herald jewels. My the Herald increase, 25% increase for Herald, is really good for AoE, but like at this point I don't have a problem with AoE at all, and I feel like more attack speed would also not make AoE all that much of a problem.
Speak.
Time is not on our side.
Yeah, see, we're almost there. 292. 292, and we can go and attempt that boss. Probably not tonight, because once again, I gotta work in a couple hours. But, we are getting close. Right there, waystones, another 15, throw it right up there. Got a 14 in there too, and I ran out of space again. So I'm gonna put it into my overflow. Hover over body armor for a second. Bam! It is not the best attributed one as far as like the actual things on it, but the evasion rating and the shield is massive because that's where I get my spirit from. Because I'm using the ability in my tree that converts your body armor, evasion, and shield rating into spirit. So this chest piece alone gives me 156 spirit, additional spirit. So I have 256 spirit in total. This chest piece is giving me 156 by just having high stuff on it. Yeah, that thing is good. That's when I hunted it down. I had one that was lower that was just a pure 1,000, and then I wanted to get a little bit more spirit to try out a different kind of build, and I mean, that worked. I use the same. I feel like it's just that's such a good node inside the skill tree. I've put it on there and I've never taken it off, just because then you free up having to get spirit on your chest and neck and all that kind of stuff. Have you got any energy shield nodes? Yes. So initially, like I said, when I was passing all the way up here, I got this one that gives you that 60% maximum energy. But I have since obviously taken that away. And currently I do this one over here, +1 to your maximum energy shield per 12 evasion rating on your equipped body armor, so it double dips on that. Obviously all these ones are energy shield as well. These ones over here are energy shield, and then this one right here is part of evasion and maximum energy shield. All these ones, and then you get this capstone. It's 50% increased evasion rating if the energy shield recharge has started in the past 2 seconds, but 30 baseline while you have energy shield, which most of the time you just have energy shield. I would have liked to. There was one over here I used too, which is 40% increased maximum energy shield and reduce 10% reduced maximum mana. This one was pretty good, but I stopped pathing all the way over here, so it's a lot of points to get to it at this point. Grim Feast though doubles my energy shield while I'm actually fighting stuff. So like, I know I only have 2,135 at the moment, and that's due to me not having either one of these big energy percent nodes, as well as over here I used to have this one, the 30% defensives, which would add 30% onto that as well. I don't feel, outside of the one-shotty scenarios, like I just got my ass eaten right now, I don't feel like I'm in danger all that often at all. I think you have a lot of the flat, but having the extra percent would be legit with Grim. Yeah, if I could increase, if I did this 30% one, or I got over to the 40% one that's up here, both of those would just make Grim even stronger, right? That'd be huge. It's just hard to get to that point. And then also I do want to, I was using this, like if I need to feel tanky, the and protect me from harm one is actually super strong in my opinion. I was using it for a long time because it gave me 63% reduction from physical damage while having like 69% evasion or something like that. So like I said, if I need to be tanky, I typically take that. I don't really take Meditate all that often anymore because Meditate and Grim Feast don't stack. Meditate's really good for some Pinnacle bosses if you're straight fighting them. So like the Pinnacle boss on Chaos, the Chaos Trial, the one that you actually have to open the door for, Meditate is phenomenal for that boss because he does so many damn animations or casts that he's just standing there doing nothing, but you can't fight him. You just sit there and meditate all the way back to full energy shield while he's doing it. It's huge. Exploding bodies and stuff are physical and we have no armor. That's what that's this one. If I would have just had this fucking thing on, I would have probably lived that explosion, I'm not gonna lie.
Yes. That
Like, if I went back into this and, like, for mapping, I don't really need Unbound. I'm gonna lose a little bit of damage from this one. But if I pop that in there, like, see? 63% armor and 67% evasion by just grabbing this thing. That's a good chunk.
let's try something different.
Good chunk of armor. Even though armor apparently doesn't scale all that well with a lot of things, it would have helped me in that scenario for sure. Like 1,000% it would have helped me.
Greetings.
I'm kind of upset that I didn't finish that Waystone key, and I kind of want to do another one. But at the same time, I think I need to actually go to bed. I was late to work this morning. I can't do that again. Yeah. Mr. Jacob, once again, thank you very, very much, especially for all the support from yesterday. That was huge and phenomenal. But I do need to call it a night again and go to work. Same plan as always, though. When I come home, the objective is try to get on around 9 p.m. and then play for 3-4 hours or so. So I hope you have a great night. And I'm always game to try out some new stuff. I love having discussion about it to learn new things. I'll definitely look into the rage that we were talking about, because like I feel like my jewels are something I can definitely amp up. And I want more attack speed, you know. So attack speed on the jewels is something that's relatively easy to get. So I'll probably look at all that stuff. But yeah, you have a good one, man. And thank you. Good night. And I'll see you next time you jump in. Let me click here.